something is, I don't know what the Lord is doing, but if something was big today, and I need to just kind of share how this all happened today. I still don't know what it is, but it's something, I can promise you that much. When it was lunchtime and you had put some food for me, and then I needed to go to the restroom. And so I went ahead and go to the bathroom, but then I was hurting, and so I need to just sit down on the bed and rest. And I noticed it was noon anytime, so I just said, "New time is it's time to rest." And so I lay down on the bed, and I put my legs up there on those. You can talk, Jill. Whatever you saw.
On the cushions.
And so then I put my sleep mask on it. And so I had already had my AirPods on, and I wanted to click it on my AirPod, which will usually put on the sounds.
The white noise.
The white noise.
Mm-hmm.
So I just went ahead and clicked it, and this is what I heard. You can just listen. You can listen. I was just sitting there and like, that's beautiful. Like, where's that from? Where's that coming from? And then the cello. I was like, God, this is beautiful. So I just started to put my hands up. I just praised. I just worshiped. Hearing this. It's beautiful. I just had my mask there. I just put my hands up in the dark and the door closed. And just put my hand. I'm listening to this and I'm praising the Lord. It just sounds so perfect. So beautiful. And I'm just sobbing and listening. Like what? I don't know where this is coming from. It's just beautiful. So I just keep listening. And it goes for 6 minutes. So it finishes. And I don't know if that was the time when you kind of touched me, and I just said I'm crying, and then you had said that we had just had a conversation earlier that we needed to, you were gonna go earlier, you had go when you were gonna go to the gutters and clean the gutters because there's all the leaves. And I'm just so frustrated that I can't go do it. But you, my wife, is going to go out there and have to do that. And I said, but Jill, just be careful, because there's that spot in the roof that I'm worried that there's some problems with the wood of the inside, the raftings and stuff. I said, I'm worried that if we have a big, deep snow, that there's some slow spots, weak spots of our roof. And one, don't go walking over there. And two, I just hope we don't have any snow, because this was a project that I wanted to do over the fall and just do some work on it. And you were asking me, who can we go find in the church who could help to just kind of go look in there and see what's going on, and to see if there's a way that we could get it fixed. And we were talking about this or that and all of a sudden I'm like, Gentry would be the purpose, because he's an inspection, but he would understand how that stuff is inside of in our house, and just see how bad it would be and what we should do. And as I'm telling you, and I'm crying, and I'm over here worshiping, and you just kind of had tapped to me, you're telling me that says, I called Gentry, he's going to go right now. He's just going to go.
He came right over.
Immediately go over there. And there's that whole conversation, which was amazing. And but you left, so I clicked back on it to listen to the music, and I wanted to hear more of it. And so the next song that came on there, and I still don't know where this is coming from, but I just wanted to click it again and go some more. And the next song sounds like this. Do you know what it is? Listen.
From
In 2015, we moved from Amarillo, Texas to northern Kentucky to join the ministry Answers in Genesis by serving at the Creation Museum.
Where did you get the
Nearly our entire family has worked there, and some still do.
Huh?
It was a wonderful experience.
Sit down.
But in 2019, God began nudging us in a different...
So when I heard that, I immediately knew that was from that video that we put on there about the Next Step Restoration Ministry. I'm like, where is this coming from? So, chatted with you guys, and I went back over here to get on there to find out where I could find this. And I get over to my computer, and there is this. Show this. This is the album called Gradient. Okay? I don't want you to read this yet. And it's from Art List, which is when I was building that video, I was trying to find a website to find some songs.
Background music.
Right?
Okay.
And so the song that was called that song for that video, so now I want to find out who made this, who produced this. And so all I could see was it says Gradient. It doesn't say who it was. but the title of that word is called the music that we wrote for that video is called Birth and Death of a Dream. It's the name of the
song.
song. Birth and Death. But now, what does it say the first song that I heard before?
Better Now.
Better Now. Birth and Death of a Dream of Next Step Restoration Ministry. And the next song says, Better Now.
The first song said Better Now.
First song where I was just listening and praising, giving him the worship. So I'm like, I need to find this guy. And so I found the guy's name. Go look. Philip Daniel. Philip Daniel, film composer and pianist. And it says all of this about what he does in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I'm looking at it. And there's a subscribe to my newsletter. And I'm like, that's cool. I'll check that out. And so I went over here to contact. And there's this place to write, a message to somebody. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to send this guy and just tell him this. And I sent this and I said, Philip, I just need to let you know the very odd happenstand, which I can't even spell, happenstand, can't be hearing a song, and it brought me to tears. Honestly, if you actually get emails and you don't mind responding with someone, I would love to share with you why I was crying today. So please respond if you don't mind sharing. The song is Better Now, and the music was exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you so much for writing it and producing. I hope you are well. And within seconds, Philip Daniel responds, but I wasn't reading the email, so I'll show what I was watching next. And so I went to watch, and I was like, oh, there's some cool stuff, but I didn't want to listen to this. So I'm like looking through these other videos, and I find this down here at the bottom, right here. Okay? I'm like, oh, that's a cool, there's like these pictures of this. So I'm like, so let me go listen to this. I don't really want to go listen to all that, but let's go listen to this. And I immediately listened to this. I want you to hear this.
The exciting part of an adventure is the next step.
But you need to hear the rest of it. I just can't even handle it. Let's say it again in case you missed it.
The exciting part of an adventure is the next step. And in the next corner and the next flip. When you go into these moments when your world is flipped upside down, if you can hold on to two pieces, you don't understand it, but he's good. It looks like he's out of control. He's all powerful. Those two things can enable you to hold on through anything. When we became confident that God was calling us, we sold everything,
Boxed up the rest that we were going to bring.
packed it up, and we went to Poland, and it was an adventure. We had learned the language, we had established a team, we had a church starting, and that's when Brenda got sick.
I got really, really sick, and I wasn't getting any better, so we returned. And that was a very defeating time for us.
We thought we had heard the call. We want you to be involved in helping people in Poland know Jesus.
You know, we were planning on staying there for the rest of our lives.
I literally felt as if God had just grabbed me by my hair and just flung me and said, I hope you do well, and walked away. And we know that's not true, but it's exactly how we felt.
One day, Warren came home with this invitation from the church. Says, hey, want to go to Branson, Missouri? And we show up. We have nothing to give, but here we are. And we just sat there and was in awe of the speakers and what God was doing with this ministry. We just thought, oh my gosh, Lord, wouldn't that be the most amazing thing if one day in our life we could fund a Jesus film translation?
Verse 19, do not store up for yourself treasures on earth.
My dad's company is a label manufacturer, and at one point he decided to give some portion of stock to his daughters.
We really didn't even know what that meant, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
were
we
pretty
just
clueless.
didn't have any idea. I mean, we didn't know the business was doing so well. But as time went on, it just kept doing better and better. And so our ability to give and fund translations became a possibility. Jesus Film is our favorite organization to give to because of how committed they are to the Great Commission. They are so committed to reaching the world for Christ.
We thought our missions was done, that we had failed. But the Jesus Film has given us this ability to continue to be a part of this calling that we were so clear that he wanted us to be a part of. Whether we're in Poland or living here in Bonita Springs, Florida, I've been called to go and make disciples. We give because we want every person to know who Jesus is. And we can't imagine that there's anything more important that we can invest in for the rest of our lives.
The Crew Ministry.
It is a crew ministry.
I have no idea what is the next step is, but it's dang sure not dead,
No, it's not.
and we are better now.
Yes, we are.
And that story,
It's beautiful.
that whoever these two people are, which I want to go and talk to them, I have no idea who they are and what they did, but their story is the same that happened with our stroke. The day that we birthed with a
board meeting.
with our board meeting. The same day I had the stroke and we thought we were dead. We thought the ministry was dead. And I don't know any of that. But I do know exactly the way they said is that what he talked about, how it feels like God just says, okay, go for it now. You're on your own. And that's what it felt like. They got sick. And their ministry was just okay, you're hurt now, and you just do your best now. He said that we feel that way, but we know that's not true. He does something bigger and better. And I don't know what to do next, but within seconds, this guy responds.
Philip Daniel.
Philip Daniel. He says, that means so much to hear. Thank you for sharing. It's been a while since I've performed that piece, but I might bring it back into a regular rotation at shows. Thank you so much again. So I want to have more of a conversation with him and share more about all of that and see what God is telling him, or if he doesn't know God, if it's something that we can share to him. But clearly on his YouTube, he did the sound of that video for that couple from whatever it was.
Yeah.
It says, I don't know what it's called, but I'll try and find it.
You have to double click on it.
It doesn't say what it is, but and we'll talk to this couple, and we'll share with what is the next step. Do you have any comments, Jill?
That is the question. What is the next step? We know we're supposed to take a next step, but we don't know where.
But we've always trusted him, and we know,
We do,
even in the hard things,
especially in the hard things.
we trust him, and we'll do whatever he wants us to do.
Yes.
In his way, in his time, in his way. But I knew I had to share that, and we'll figure out what happens next.
How did the playlist get on your computer?
It was when I was building it on the computer.
How did it get open on your computer today, though?
When occasionally, when you're clicking something, it's assuming that you want to hear music, so click that, and so I want you to hear music, and so it'll go find and just randomly.
Mm-hmm. Not so random.
Not so random.
There's an awful lot of coincidences in this story to be a coincidence. Correct?
Even if it was just
It's
a chance for me to worship him, fine, if that's all it was.
and it's crazy all this happened while I'm standing with Gentry out front.
And he's having some big story too.
He had a big story too. I can't wait for you to hear his story.
Well, that's enough for now.